Hey Oklahoma, welcome back. Well, a potential new vaccine to protect against pneumonia developed at the University of Oklahoma College of Medicine. But right now, phase 1 clinical trials, which includes testing on humans for the first time, is happening right now. So in studio to talk more is Dr. Rodney Tweeten. Thank you so much for being here.
Oh, it's nice to be here.
So let's talk about this clinical trial. Let's talk about this vaccine. Walk us through what's going on right now.
So right now they're doing safety trials, phase 1. And so they're testing it to make sure there's no adverse effects with patients. And when you use a toxin to vaccinate, you want to make sure it's not toxic. And so we've re-engineered it so it's not toxic.
And this is a vaccine that's been developed through your lab.
Yep.
You all right now are doing those clinical trials. Tell me what you're looking for.
Okay,
in this
so
trial.
actually Matrovax is carrying out the clinical trials,
Okay.
the company that's carrying this forward. And so what they're doing is gathering data on any adverse reactions to the toxin, to the vaccine, and they're looking at its immunogenicity. In other words, how well does the immune system respond to that? So when you get pneumonia, they want to know how well that response will occur.
And this vaccine, it's looking to protect against a particular type of toxin found within pneumonia. Is that right?
Yeah, so Streptococcus pneumoniae is the agent of pneumonia, okay? And it produces this toxin which helps it establish pneumonia. It has to have that to cause the disease. And for years, we've studied this whole class of toxins. Actually, the toxin that is part of the vaccine is also in the class that causes listeriosis, the flesh-eating strep bacterium, and a number of other diseases. And so this class of toxins all contributes to how they cause disease. But for streptococcal pneumonia, we re-engineered this, and it comes from years of a deep understanding of how those toxins work, that we were able to re-engineer it so it's not toxic, but still maybe serve as a good vaccine.
How do you differ from Streptococcus pneumonia to the, I guess, basic pneumonia that we all know about? I mean,
well, that's the normal.
That's the normal one.
That's
okay.
the one you get. That's the one that young kids, from 2 to 5 don't respond. They get it, and then people like me who are over 65 who have immune systems that are starting to deteriorate tend to get it. But it's a normal commensal, or part of your, about 10 to 20 or 10 to 30% of people just carry it in their oropharynx. Okay. And what happens is somehow it can get into your lungs, and then that's what causes disease. So right now, about 1.2 million people every year die. About 300,000 kids die, mostly in developing countries. And they don't get the current vaccine because they're pretty expensive, difficult to make.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you about that. How does your vaccine that you all are developing right now, how does that differ from ones that are already on the market?
Yeah, so basically the ones on the market right now, they isolate a sugar capsule that's around the bacterium, okay? So they have to grow up the bacteria, they have to isolate this capsule, they have to make sure there's no bacteria left over. And this sugar capsule that encapsulates the bacteria, there's about 90 different variations on this. So if you immunize against one, it only immunizes against that one. And so there's 89 other what we call serotypes that it doesn't protect against. So right now, people like me or whoever, we get a vaccine that is effective against 23 of those. But you can't go much higher than that, because if, let's say you had one that had 50 in it, you probably wouldn't respond to all 50 very well. So the difference with our vaccine is that this toxin is produced by almost all of the strep pneumoniae strains, okay, and it doesn't change. And so you immunize it against that. You should protect against most of those strains now. All 90 or close to 90 maybe.
How critical, really quickly, how critical would you say the vaccine that you all are working on right now is for those groups that we had talked about, kids from ages 5 to 12, and then
No, 2 to 5.
2 to 5,
yeah.
2 to 5. So children between ages 2 to 5, and then older adults that
Yeah,
have
yeah.
compromised immune systems.
Yeah. It's pretty important. I mean, when you have 300,000 children die every year worldwide from this, you don't like to see that. And so this should be a much cheaper vaccine and can possibly get to those kids, because right now it's economics. You know, they can't afford to get that. And so I think that's one of the things Matrovax, you know, kind of wants to do, is to be able to supply that vaccine to those kids that don't normally get it.
All right. Well, Dr. Toyton, you have to come back when you get approval from the FDA and tell us all about the work that you all have done since I last talked to you.
Yeah.
But thanks for coming on.
You bet. Thanks for having me.